Haile Selassie I, Zibiri Masgan, Hunapku El Shaddai, Shiva Shakti, Ganapati, Jah Rastafari, the Almighty liveth in every one of I, in everything, in every non-thing, seen and unseen. Boo! Yes, this is John Nigger the Baptist from Illuminati Congo. We're gonna do the breakdown for Christmas. There's a lot of people out there I know that be burning fire on Christmas. I used to burn fire on Christmas. You know what I mean? A lot of us did. I come to study the origin of these holy days so that I could get a firmer understanding, so I could link and cause greater unity with my brethren and my sister, rather than find a way to separate and divide. Now check it. We're going to start off with the night before Christmas. I mean, it's just an innocent story, right? Well, a lot of people think it's bogus, you know, brainwash the children's minds about Santa Claus and reindeer and all this crazy stuff. But we're going to get into it. First of all, it was written by, what's fam's name? Let's see if you can see that on there. Clement C. Moore. Do you see Moore already? All Moors are seeing Moore already. All right. Let's do this further justice now. All right. We go into this scroll here. It's a whole bunch. You could go into it on your own and get into every little detail, break it down on your own. I'm only going to break down a few different little things here. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Now see, that's deep science all in its own. First of all, there was 8 of them. We know that 8 relates to the fire, earth, water, air, and the dry, moist, hot, and cold. The 4 elements and their 4 respective qualities. You feels me? This is a Bakwa, or an 8-point star. This is one way to say all creation. And Fam is controlling all of that. He's lording over those 8 reindeer. Now, if we go into the symbols of reindeer, deer are also linked with supernatural powers. The northern Germanic idea that reindeer were associated with the winter solstice, of which we're celebrating around Christmas time, led to the folkloric belief that reindeer pull the sleigh of Santa Claus. Deer are universally benevolent symbols associated with the East, dawn, light, purity, regeneration, creativity, and spirituality. Now, esoteric anatomically speaking, we know that the East is this front side of our body, the West being the back side of our body, the North being the top of our body, and the South being the bottom of our body. You understand? So we just broke down the reindeer, the symbol for regeneration, spirituality, the East. All right. Then we move forward in the story, and then we have down the chimney, Saint Nicholas came with a bound. Now, this is where it gets deep. Do you have a part in your own body that's like a chimney? Yeah. It's called the spine. It has a fire at the bottom, right? The fire at the bottom of the spine. Okay. We're going to go. He was dressed in all fur from head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. If you know anything about Shiva, if you know anything about Shiva, the god of creation, maintenance and destruction, the supreme Lord, if you know anything about Shiva, you know that he rocks old fur, he rocks fur of animals, and he's all covered with ashes. He covers himself, and all the Sadhu Shivites, they do the same thing. Cover themselves with sacred ashes and wear fur. In this scripture I have here, when Santa was a shaman, it speaks about a Bavarian-born author of some Santa Claus stories. We know Bavarian relates to the Illuminati, of course. Painted a rather scary, less than friendly gnome dressed in animal skins, carrying a short broom-like rod, which to threaten girls and boys. Now this is real interesting, because we know Shivites carried a rod too, a pitchfork, and many sadhus have been known to play around scaring little girls and boys with their pitchfork. You know what I mean? We gonna move forward. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back. So he's flinging toys onto his back. Once again, symbolism for the hidden gifts that lay there in our spinal cord, waiting to be shared with people. He looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose, like a cherry. Now, we could get into the roses symbolism. We could get into the cherry symbolism right now. We ain't going to get into it. We moving forward in this. All right. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. Okay. Now, I know you, if you know anything about Shiva, you know that Shiva gets down with the chalice or the chillum. Here's one of his symbols right here, the chillum. You know, the peace pipe, the Holy Grail. You know, Sadhu Shivites, we partake of this peace pipe as an offering to the God, self, supreme God within the body, within each cell and atom, and all around the universe. You see the smoke, it encircles all when you blow that. No doubt. No doubt. So Santa's getting his chief on. He's chiefing right now. It says, he spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose. Wow. Okay. Laying a finger aside of his nose.